A hidden bridge. Very clever. Careful now. That's a trap. Made it. What lies ahead looks even less welcoming.
Greetings and salutations. Have no fear, we mean you no harm. No harm, no harm, no harm, no harm, no harm.
The being sniffs the air in your direction and licks his lips. He moves a couple of paces towards you, his eyes hungry and entranced. He abruptly slaps himself in the face and halts his advance.
My manners, master would not be pleased. He awaits you west of here. He will not harm you. Others may. A servant, a loyal servant.
He wrings his hands as he answers you, wrings them bloody.
Loyal and hungry. Go now. Save your questions for master. Spare me your presence.
He doesn't respond at first. Instead, he stares, consuming you with his eyes. He bites his frayed lower lip, drawing blood.
Master is master. He wants you to go to him, west of here.
He barely seems to notice your repeated question at first. His eyes are dark pools in which your reflection is drowning.
You are so delicious. Please, go west. My master awaits.
The statue appears to almost hover above the blood and filth of this place, yet her feet are stained red. Although her eyes are bound against the destitution around her, her expression is mournful, grieving even. Your eyes close, death's shadows lift, rain becomes sun. Whatever fear this graveyard provoked is now bathed in brilliant light. Before you, a statue. As you step closer to the statue, you feel the most comforting. The hulking brute recoils slightly from you and gestures towards deeper in the island.
My master has use for you. Make haste, if you please.
Sweet lady, beautiful lady, seek out our master, wants you.
She gives you a coy little smile. Her mouth is crowded with dozens of tiny, sharp teeth.
Okay, let's see what this master wants.
Treat. Gotta get back. Gotta guard. Can't let it out. Get...
Hello, beautiful. I was wondering when you were going to arrive.
A tri-forked tongue licks blood-red lips as she drinks you in.
What I wouldn't give. Such a pity that you are expected. Go, the advocate would speak to you. Until later, delicious. How can I tell if he's to be trusted?
You don't need me to tell you that.
True. I'm in deep.
To buy something or not.
No, thanks.
You are here to work. Are you also here to trade? I have much to show. I trade, you have coin. I have wares, nothing else matters. You like your nose? Then do not stick it where it's not welcome. We are where we are meant to be. We will be told your friend wanted a new deal, wanted to renegotiate terms. We have a wager. Some say she succeeds, some say not. What say you? Good. Tell me, how do you bet? For the half-blood or against? Ah, very well.
Dark words. All will be well.
The lizard's eyes are dark as polished coal, void of all light. A faint frost seems to cover the cracked and broken scales around his mouth.
You have a reputation for both malfeasance and chaos. Imagine my surprise when it took you so long to find your way here. I see the miasma surrounding our islet certainly did not hinder you. Well, here you stand, in the flesh, so to speak. And a finer collection of corpusculae I never have seen. I trust you are not opposed to a mutually beneficial accord between civil and gentle persons. Ah, a curious mind. A most glorious creation. I am here at the behest of my master to offer you a simple exchange. An offer of aid for the promise of aid. The epitome of civil reciprocity. You and he possess a common foe. The power behind the Voidwoken has made our lives hell, so to speak. Since the Divine Order unleashed death fog against the Black Ring and those darling woodland creatures. And as the gods have shirked their duty, perhaps we could come to a mutually beneficial arrangement pertaining to both of our objectives. Indeed, I can offer you the source channel that you seek forthwith, as a gesture of good faith. Indeed, the creatures that strut about this realm so often do. Very well. I can see them straining against your lips. Unleash them, Godwoken. Ask your questions. My master has been troubled by the presence of the Void as it creeps ever forward, encroaching on areas in which he himself once ruled supreme. None more so than this island. There is a tree at this island's core which has special significance to my master. Think of it as hallowed, sacrosanct ground. But the black ring maggots writhe all about its trunk. And you will exterminate these termites. It is simplicity itself, in truth. Because it is expeditious to do so. My master would have this isle cleared as quickly as possible.
The lizard looks about to make sure no one else can hear, leans in and whispers conspiratorially.
And, if you are to become the new divine, I would much rather be an ally than a foe. After all, the power you wield will be as a great sword to my master's butter knife. There are legions that would follow you, myself included. Your power would be unfathomable. Assuming, of course, you take it for your own. One may ask, one may inquire, but one should be eternally wary of what, and one should heed that twicefold for information like this. There is power in names, power far, far in excess of your mortal limits. I'll not deliver that power unto him. Have your ears been found defective, or do you simply lack the wit to comprehend? I will not speak that name. My master's identity is of no practical consequence in this matter. You need concern yourself with nothing barring the truth that my master always honors his vows. Your smoldering, half-demon pet can attest to that. She is the one that comes to me, helm in hand, in a sad attempt to beg and snivel her way out of previous and quite binding contracts. Alas, I am not at liberty to say more. My master values privacy above all else. He would not take it kindly if he discovered I had been indiscreet. An excellent decision, decisively delivered. It is indeed within my ingenuity to grant such a boon. Understand, Godwoken, that source abounds in all things.
The lizard's hand lashes out, the palm landing flat on your forehead. You feel a cold pain start to spread across your skull, but deep within you, something stirs.
There is neither enigmatic lore nor magical jewel required to open the channels of Source. It is enough to seize it with sufficient force of will, to know that all creatures are nothing but Source and vain hope.
You feel the pull of a far-off connection. You feel the dungeon, the red organic tendrils binding you. Your ears are filled with screams, and you're surprised to find they are your own. Cold pain shoots through your veins, sharp and quick, but cleansing. You can feel your body opening up, filling with the promise of power as your ability to channel Source swells. The far-off connection fades, as do the screams. You feel empty, hungry, powerful.
Somewhat more roused, are you, Godwoken? It is such delicious vivication. Now, tell me, is there anything further in which you yearn to be enlightened? Why, the only thing you truly desire. Or certainly the only thing you truly need. I will reveal unto you the location of the Council of Seven. My master has dealt with many of your ilk. Small-minded creatures with a hunger for power, out to save themselves or loved ones or the world, some fantasy or another. But all are willing to strike a covenant if it means their success. One was even willing to give up the location of this council to earn my master's boon. How felicitous that you merely have to spill a little blood to earn the same.
Feels like there's fire in my blood. I never imagined such power.
Once more, you feel your soul expand with raw source. Deep inside, your visitor calls for you again. You should perform the Meister's ritual one last time, here or in Siva's vault.
You have returned, but not with the specter of death. What would you know before you return to your bloody business?
The tree is surrounded, and the advocate has us skipping stones.
The statue is a striking sight, a sizzling blue totem on a blood-red isle. Even stranger, a shard of polished iron peeks from under the statue's base. There's something hidden beneath this massive sculpture. Even a triple-sized troll couldn't make the statue budge. Whatever the stone figure guards remains a mystery, at least for now. The imposing statue looms over you. The flames enveloping it flow upwards, stoked by unseen magic, then dissipating in the thick air. Even a triple-sized troll
Stand back! Not a foot on these stairs. Whatever words you carry with you, they are warty with futility. I know you for what you are, a mere mouthpiece of deception. It is of no use. The advocate knows the tree belongs to the ring. Yes, an advocate of most vulgar, most repellent deception, that seeks to bend the will with feeble force. Blood among blood you will be, for I will.
lies